Welcome to the Tipsi retail demo. I'll first focus on the consumer experience. When I pull up the app, in this example I'll pull up a demo location called My Apartment. This is actually a fully enabled retail location, one of our clients currently. When you first load this as a consumer and it pops up on your phone, you're alerted that this is available. There's a couple different functionalities. The first is to look for wine, so add a couple descriptors or answer a couple questions and find out of the several 500 wines it looks like that are here, find a perfect wine for whatever you're looking for. So in this example, maybe I'm looking by wine type, maybe by region. So I'll say looking for a US wine tonight, maybe something from Washington State, maybe something from Willamette Valley, and I'll select that. And now there's 2 wines out of those, I guess, 266 wines that fit that profile. Now I can look at these wines, I can see where they are in the store, and where I am actually in the store as well. So this is just a basic map, and I'll show you a more complicated map later. But in this case, I see where I am in the store, and I can walk up to these specific wines if I want to, for example, and pull them up, learn everything about them, look at the store has some commentary, look at the winemaker's notes, look at Willamette Valley and everything about it. Or I can look at and this one's actually on special. Again, I can locate it within the store or elsewhere. So if it's here in the store, or where else it's being served at what prices, generally restaurants. Or I can go back here again and start a different way. Maybe I want to look by budget, so I'm only looking for specific wines that fit my budget tonight. And I can skip some of these or go through each of these questions and then look at the wines that obviously fit my specific budget in this case. And these wines look like they're all on sale. Again, we've got information down from all the top publications, the winemaker's notes, everything about the particular wine or beer or spirit in this case, everything about where the origin information for the wine is. So really, we are providing the content for this for everything that's available within your specific store. You can also look at things say, hey, maybe I want to start with a food or start with a wine, in the sense that how do people look for things? Maybe they're looking for a particular food to match. Maybe I'm looking for, again, something from United States in this case, and let me just see how many wines it makes me. 84 wines, so maybe I'll go a little bit more specific. I'll say I'm looking for something from the United States and from Washington, so I'll get down to just a few wines, hopefully Oregon, 4 wines, and it'll show me exactly what pairs with these particular wines, mostly Pinot Noirs, obviously. So again, everything is all the information is available to the consumer, detailed information about region, sub-region, appellation, and in their hands, they basically become the expert by just inputting a couple different pieces of information about their preferences, and they get great results. Now, alternatively, they can use a match and pair function. So basically, maybe as a consumer, 2 or 3 wines that you like. You can either search for them, or in my case, actually already have them saved down in my system using the Tipsi application elsewhere. And so maybe I want to say I'd like to look at this Temporino. What's the most similar? It turns out this wine's actually in this location, so it matches on all items. But what are the most similar wines and why? So maybe I'll pick up a Rutherford Ranch Cabernet Sauvignon. Why is this wine similar to this particular wine here? Matches on price, matches on varietal, matches on region, sub-region. You can match on critic score, vintage quality, consumer rating. So giving you really good results and a lot of depth of these results. And obviously the consumer can then say, well, maybe I only want to look on certain items. Not only look on every item. Certain things matter to me and certain don't. You can search for wines as well. The best part is you can actually look at your friends. So for example, I can pick up a friend and say, hey, I'm going to pick up a wine from my buddy Aaron tonight. Don't really know what he likes, but I can plug him into the application in this example and find the best matches for him without having to sort of know anything about him other than he's on the application. So very, very great way to share. And obviously you can either search for a wine. So if you want to match a Caymus, for example, search for it and you'll find what's most similar if Caymus is not available. What we also provide the store, as you probably already saw, was a dynamic inventory map. So as you walk around the store and products are available, they're visible to you. You can see yourself walk around the store. We install beacons to know where the product is, know where the consumer is. You also can use our scanning functionality, which is really interesting. And basically, you can scan a wine here, for example, and it'll give you a result here. Here's my label. Here's my wine. I can view it, or I can compare it. So if I have a bunch of wines I want to compare next to each other, very, very simple to do this. And again, it's all calibrated to your actual inventory within your location. So, which is a great way to use this as well. So, very, very simple, easy way for a regular consumer to become or feel like an expert within your store. And obviously, all this data that's collected, what they like, how long they spend in your store, when they leave, allows you to push content, push marketing, and learn about your consumers so that they get a very customized, personalized experience within your store. That's, again, calibrated to your specific inventory and what's going to be most interesting to them from a purchase perspective. Now, switching to our inventory platform, which powers the consumer app and also the mobile marketing. Users here, you'll see that we do wines, beers, spirits, grappa, really every kind of product that's being sold. This example, I'll go to the wine section, and you'll see the hundreds of wines that are here for this particular location. Each of these wines has got incredible detail. You can power the regular pricing, special pricing, staff picks, commentary, which again all flows through to the application itself. You can see obviously where it is in the store, where you are in the store. You can relocate, remove, etc. Again, looking at all these wines, you can scroll through them. It's really incredibly easy to manage your system. The beauty of our system, again, is as a user, as a retailer, you can very quickly just take a picture of a product, for example. I'll use this El Coto again. Use this photo. I won't take a back label photo, but I could pick out the year here, which I believe is 2011. Put it anywhere I want in the map, and again, we can record your location automatically or move it to a certain section if you want to remove this step. But if you really want tight locations, this is down to a meter of accuracy. And then you just sit and wait, and basically all that information will be populated in about 40 minutes or so. And we add all the content, including winemakers' notes, including professional ratings, everything about these wines if it's already in our system. And if not, part of our deal is that we go and get that information for you. So we are a content provider. So very, very simple to operate, very, very easy. Lots of information. We can, again, handle beer, spirits, other drinks as well. So we're not just focused only on wine, but obviously to sell wine, you need to have the story. So a big focus is utilizing our database there. Also part of the application, the consumer application, since events and in-store tastings have become, and education classes have become more important as part of sort of the retail program, we've also created the ability for stores and other groups that are doing education or classes or things like that to integrate it within the application, is to be able to put those on at their location so the consumers see them as well. So in this case, I've got an event that's here. I'll click into it, and basically it shows me what we've got here, who's running this event, and let's actually see the wines. So in this place, I've got only 4 wines, it looks like. But again, same information. You're able to look at all these wines, locate them in the store, or if you're out of store, be able to remind them that this is where you can find this particular product. For example, where can I find this product? Oh wait, it's available at restaurants nearby me. It's available at the event. It's available at retailers. So it's a great way for consumers to remember where they bought something. And also, if you're the retailer and something's out of stock and goes back in stock, then remind consumers that this is now available again in your store. So very easy, simple way to do it. We also do some more complicated events. For example, this is for a local retailer. And basically, they have a food and wine pairing class. So they've got all the information on each food item. They've got each pairing, each item that's been paired with it. So for example, the Tango Oaks. in each of these wines and cheese pairings that they have. So again, lots of information, very visual. All this information is kept and saved here on the application, so that everything that the consumer does, whether it be at your event, whether it be at the store, whether it be at someone else's store, with scanning a wine at a party, or going to a restaurant, all the information can then be harvested for the individual retailer who's deploying Tipsi to be able to refine and market their products, their particular inventory products, for the individual consumers that are walking into their store. So as long as someone has the Tipsi app and walks into your store, they're going to get a better experience than they ever would otherwise.